doing tonight?
So Javius, come on out of the garage. I am going to. Micah had brought this Humvee back from somewhere and realized it doesn't go here. It goes to a neighbor. But the good news is it's not very far. So I have purchased the Mastodon that I missed out on. And her name is Hermione. She's named after my ink spot Dalmatian because she looks just like Hermione. So Hermione is going to take the Humvee over to where it belongs. If you want to get on out and maybe peruse what few missions are left on this map so we can get them done and move on to the next map. Okay, I think most of the stuff that we're doing is going to be on the other map now.
You want contracts?
Yeah, and I mean, I guess we can finish up the little stuff. We're doing pretty good time-wise.
There's only 2 tasks left.
What are they?
Bad Trip and Water Boom 3.
Bad Trip and Water Boom 3.
Oh, you're doing Bad Trip.
Yeah, so that's going to be done in like seconds here.
And the Water Boom 3 is the cabin, metal rolls, and package sand.
That's kind of a pain in the butt, isn't it?
I don't know what the cabins involve, but it appears to be on this map.
Yes, the cabins go, you have to build them. I forget what the recipes are. There's a couple different recipes for them. There's not just one recipe. So I guess
never explored that aspect of the game.
Can you take? Are you able to take a scout up and just see what we need for the cabins to the factory? It's just up the road. Like it's up this road that I'm on right now.
The warehouse.
And I'll work on getting the other. What was it? Steel pipes? You said?
Oh, no. 1 metal rolls, 2 packages sand.
1 metal rolls and 2 packages of sand.
Crafting. Okay. All right. I see where I need to go.
Okay. So grab any scout that you want. I think there's a couple out.
I'll grab one. That way I can take the easy way out.
Do we get to keep the Hummer or no?
No.
I don't think so. No, it's not letting me change it. Oh, shoot. The one thing I didn't realize when I got here, though, is that I have to leave it. I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? I've passed the mission, and now I'm just driving off with the Hummer. I'll come back your way. I'm going to load the Hummer at our garage. We're going to continue the story. I talked to the owner, and he said he wants the Hummer fixed up, so we're going to fix his Hummer up. Just for him. So the one thing about the Mastodon that I don't love is the turning radius. But it is a wide, big truck, and so I don't know that you could do much better. It is a scary thing. The truck looks, and maybe I could be wrong about this, but doesn't it look to me like it looks to me like it's like maybe possibly nuclear attack proof?
Oh, yeah.
Like for travel into radiated areas?
Or at least chemical, biological hardened.
Yeah.
Put it all up.
Which, that is what it was originally designed for, if I'm not mistaken. It is a missile delivery platform.
Oh, yeah, that's designed to protect the crew from the rocket exhaust when they launch.
Oh, true, that too, yes. So you would drive these into Europe or whatever and launch them at whatever targets they needed to be launched at. It's kind of frightening. These were not meant for lumber or delivering pickup trucks. They could, but, you know, as we've seen here.
Anything worth doing is worth overdoing.
What'd you say?
Anything worth doing is worth overdoing.
Do it really right? We're gonna pack this on or unpack this up here. I wish this bed actually dumped. That'd be kind of cool if it was like a dumper bed. see. Hermione, leave that toy alone. Oh, it makes me so mad. We can't get the baby.
Truck or the dog?
The dog. Any toy that we buy the baby, they take. So she gets to play with it for like a day, and then the dogs all take it and run away with it. Poor Liza. She'll never have any toys of her own. The pipes do not work with this crane. I got pipes on this truck, and they catch the crane whenever you're... Oh, I forgot to put my... There we go. Anchors down.
Cabins need medium planks and metal beams.
Medium planks and metal beams. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Cabin. Well, do you want me to work on the metal rolls and package sand?
Sure. The storage zone up near where I'm at.
Yeah.
The bridges, that had 2 packaged sand.
Okay, and I'm hoping that we have metal rolls near here.
There are metal rolls in the upper left and
Okay.
the metal beams.
Okay, and I only need 1 metal roll. There we go.
I'm just looking for medium planks.
So the Humvee has been returned to the repair store.
Oh, there's also packaged sand at the warehouse right near you, right near the garage.
But not rolled metal.
No, I haven't seen metal rolls anywhere.
And where is the boom itself? I'm looking at the map. The boom is over there. Oh, okay. So I think these burn warehouses all have metal rolls, don't they? Yes. So if I could get sand... If I get sand from here... So if you can work on building that cabin, I'll get the sand and the rolls to the tower.
Okay.
Does it sound like a fair deal?
Yeah. I just have to find...
Oh, the Hummer is mine now. What the... Well, we'll get it later.
a roll and a beam.
They'll just... When you come back to the base, I want you just to look around a little bit and see if you can find the Hummer. I didn't think it would become ours, but they gave it to us. And do you blame them? It was in pretty bad shape.
I don't.
You don't blame them?
No.
Not a bit.
What I don't understand is where am I supposed to find medium planks?
Medium pipes. I thought I saw some...
Well, let me...
Oh, planks. Oh,
medium
shoot.
planks, which would...
I think they're at the rail station.
Logs to...
No.
Logs... Is there a way to convert logs to planks?
That's a real good question. Oh, she's still crying. Liza. She went to sleep, and then now she's starting to... I don't know if I should go get her. Nothing in there. Medium planks. I wish I remembered where I got those from, because I did get some. We had to use cabins for another. What mission do we need the cabins for?
Waterboom 3 needed a cabin.
But we left them, didn't we? And they disappeared when we delivered them. Medium. Maybe on the other map?
It's not showing a marker, because I have the mission highlighted. It's not showing a marker on the tunnels.
There's one medium tank at the storage zone warehouse.
Medium. Right?
I'm sorry, 1 medium plank, not tank. In there, in the other map.
Okay.
Let me see which ones these are. And there's 1 medium plank at the other storage zone. And there's a bunch of concrete slabs. So the tunnel that's by where we left the gas truck, there's one. And a lot closer there's one across in the warehouse over here. So there are 2 on that map. Hopefully we won't need to make any more cabins or many more. Oh, I should have turned the engine off. Oops.
So I'm going to go to the other map,
Okay.
and I will go up and get the medium plank.
How many did we need? Did it say just 1 or 2?
1.
Okay.
1 steel beam and 1
Medium plank, okay. How do I get back there? Ugh. I think I went the wrong way. I've done the wrong way. Okay, so one thing that's cracking me up, I got my monitor, I've got this 3090 video card, and all these years I've been running a 1080p monitor. So I finally got a 2K monitor that's a widescreen monitor. And the thing that's funny is that the game has scaled itself out to match the new size, and it looks great. But the problem is that the text and the gear shifter and like the gas display and everything are still where they normally would be on a 1080p screen. They haven't moved out to the sides.
Really?
Yeah.
Settings in the game?
I looked, I didn't see anything that said change menu like location. I can turn them on and off.
No, but you have in the game settings, do you have the screen resolution?
Yes, yeah, it's the 3000 something by 1600.
Never had a widescreen.
It's
So
it's pretty cool so far. It's made a big difference in flight sim and truck sim. All the games are fun. Honestly, I'm really enjoying it because it kind of goes around you into your peripherals. Yeah. What do you call it? Peripheral? I don't know. Peripheral. And it, so you start feeling more like you're there.
right.
So I'm glad I finally got a monitor that's pushing my video card,
I just noticed the other day in my AMD Adrenaline software with my new video card, there's a setting that will let me push the game out onto all of my monitors, all 3 monitors.
Oh, that's cool.
So if they were set up in a way where, it's like 1 and then 2 angled,
Okay.
could do something similar, but they're not set up that way.
Yeah, it's I saw they had them at work, and they were 34s. This is a 38, so it's like it maintains the larger, because I had a 38-inch monitor that was this is ultra wide. The other one was just a wide. Like it's a normal, like a 16:9 aspect ratio. This one's considered, I think, 21:1 or something like that. So this is an ultra wide, but they had a couple of people at work had them, and they were 34-inch, so they were smaller, but they still had that ultra wide aspect ratio. And I'm like, that's really neat. Like, I had to work on them for a while, and I'm like, this is actually really nice. Like, even from a desktop perspective, you have a lot more space, like for editing and stuff. And so I found that even with editing videos, it made a big difference on this monitor. So, You know, but I haven't. My monitors are all like 10 years old or older, so I was like, you know, maybe it's time to get a new monitor. Well, go ahead.
Run the game in the window, so it's running at a 1440p standard resolution.
Oh, you run it in a window?
No, you could.
Oh, right.
Weird placements.
I just turned them off. I'll turn them back up. People like to see them, but it is just funny to me. Like, that's where they put them. Why don't you take advantage of the monitor space and slide them out to the edges? But they just must not have designed their overlay like that. So it has to be something to do with the way the overlay is designed. Okay, so now we need to get across what I would say our favorite area here. Okay, what do you guys want? I think the doggos are hungry. I'm gonna have to go feed them in a couple once we're done with this, because they're up here like licking my legs and like going. I forgot that they need to eat when the baby goes to bed. So I'm going to try to find this route, hopefully successfully, by myself, because you guys are almost always with me when I go this route. Bella, what are you doing? Get back here. That's sus. Don't be sniffing around my bedroom. No. And it's the second road that we go down, I believe, to get across the river. At the rocks. Now, I did put the biggest engine in this truck. I don't know if that was the right move. But it's not... I mean, it is sucking a lot of gas, but... It's also, at times when I'm rolling, it's just going like 4 or 5 liters per minute. It's only when I'm climbing and stuff that it's really kind of struggling. But the thing is, it doesn't seem to slow down ever, so it doesn't... No matter what you're burning, you're getting pretty decent miles per gallon because the truck just plows its way through. I remember seeing this truck for the first time in Snowrunner and being like, oh, or like, not Snowrunner, what was the game? Spin Tires. It was like back in a quarry. And it was like, what is that thing? Monster truck. Hey, there's a campsite back here. Now, Javius, refresh my memory. We go along the outer rocks, like right on the falls, right? Huh?
No idea where you are, man.
What?
I have no idea where you're at.
I'm at the crossing where we always like the waterfall crossing.
For some reason, I think way out near the edge was troublesome.
I'm just afraid of bouncing a little too far.
Maybe not so much for that vehicle, but I remember the first time we went through there.
I got stuck on rocks. This truck tends to be a little bouncy too, like it doesn't really flex well.
That's my least favorite characteristic of the trucks.
The ones that are real bouncy, like the Lodestar.
Yeah. As much as I
or Fleet Star.
The GMC 9500, that's a problem.
It does bounce, yeah. It's pretty bouncy. Springy. Come on, winch, pull. Dang, come on.
It's a highway truck and it's meant to pick up the weight.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Oh, God. Okay, good.
I guess that's why I've been falling in love with some of the Russian trucks.
Why is that?
Their suspensions just articulate so much better.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
I have medium planks on my truck right now.
Oh, good. Okay.
Heading back.
Roger that. 6 Sierra X-ray. This is Mastodon, 2 Lima Golf.
All the cargo size of the cabins.
It is a two slot. So it takes up what? Yeah, 2 spaces.
Good then.
Hold on 1 second, folks. Wildfire near Quebec.
The jet stream or the high pressures or whatever.
Yes, yes.
Down.
That's what that's from. Okay, because it's so hazy here.
So I mean,
Like today was super hazy, and I'm like, that looks almost like smoke. I mean, we're hundreds.
you can smell the burnt wood in the air here.
You guys can smell. Okay, so now we don't. I'm not picking up the smell here, but it's definitely in the atmosphere. That's crazy because that's like Quebec is probably 500 miles away from here.
Oh, it's due north of us.
Yeah, yeah. You guys are a lot closer to it, but still, that's just crazy.
And then when I was coming home from work today, the highway bridge across the Hudson River is about a mile
Okay.
from downtown Albany, and I could not see the skyline.
Wow.
The big buildings downtown Albany. That's how thick and low it was.
Could you still see the big ball thing? Whatever that sculpture is.
On the Empire State Plaza.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call it the Egg. It's a theater.
The egg. Okay. All right.
I did not see that. I couldn't see stuff a lot closer than that.
That is such a cool. That whole thing is such a cool like architectural statement. Like when you come from that side of like into Albany.
Yeah.
I spent 2 or 3 weeks there on a project, and it was a neat town. Get off me!
Well, I've been here now. Drifting a loaded truck. 33 years now.
Oh my gosh,
There's no more neat.
kind of tired of it.
Considering prior to here, I've never lived anywhere more than 4 years in my life.
Oh wow, okay, yeah.
So running into people you know in the grocery stores.
That's kind of fun though.
I guess it depends on the people. I know a lot of people that I'll be okay not knowing.
Genius.
A lot of them are people that I used to drink with all the time.
Oh, okay, since you don't drink
I don't
anymore.
do that anymore, and I found out, you know what? If we're not drinking, you guys aren't really very cool.
Yeah, they don't want to hang out anymore. It's like Barney. Why you mean you're not gonna buy another round?
Being the sober guy around the drunks isn't a fun thing.
Yeah, I just I mean, Cleveland's kind of the same. I like Cleveland. It is pretty to drive through. We went up to go to see the sunset at Wendy Park the other night, and it was so crowded that there's just like stop traffic, and we couldn't get in, and we ended up missing sunset. And I'm like, ugh. I forgot because it was Memorial Day weekend. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that this is going to be a real. That's one thing that's changed. You know, I used to. Every day is a vacation when you're self-employed and there's no work, right? So it's like, oh, well, let's go up to Cleveland tonight and check this out. And of course, nobody's there because they all have to work tomorrow. You know, there's one metal roll. It said I needed a metal roll, right?
Yes, 1 metal roll, 2 package sand.
So now that I know, now that I live like the other half, it's you have to plan those things a little better. Like maybe we should have done that like Sunday afternoon and then already been there for sunset hours ahead of time.
Yep.
That way we would have just gotten stuck in traffic going out instead of the traffic going in and not being able to get in there because it was so bad. It was horrible. They have it. Oh, good.
These days.
Huh?
It's kind of how I feel about 4th of July fireworks these days.
Yeah, you just stay home.
I'd like to see it. I don't want to deal with the people in the traffic.
And the only reason we go is because of the kids. But we've got a couple spots. Like Medina's nice because there's still spots along the road that you can stop that are like parking spots and see the fireworks without having to go right to where the fireworks are at. So like there's a huge memorial graveyard that has a really long strip of sidewalk and like parking areas for vehicles, and we go there a lot of times because the fireworks just come right up over the graveyard. It's real pretty, and a good place for memorial, like for remembering all the soldiers and stuff. So.
Okay, now I need a metal beams.
Hermione's making her way up to the boom. Yeah, where are you going to get metal beams? Are those here in the forest?
Yes. There's not any at the close spot. There's not any at the warehouse by the...
Uh-oh. We're using them all up.
I think I'm going to have to go to one of the current warehouses.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was saying there.
You were just there.
Yeah, I got a roll. I didn't look for the other spot, the other type though. I just grabbed a roll and left.
That's there. Huh. The sunset I'm looking at in the game is kind of like what it was here today.
Yes, this is actually. You're right. That's what it looked like tonight. About 5 minutes ago here too.
When I got up this morning and I walked into the kitchen and did some breakfast, I'm looking at the floor, and the floor is like glowing ambery orange. What is going on? I look out the window and just all the haze, and the sun is just like a blurry orange. Well, just like that sunset.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the sun looked like.
So how did you figure out it was how did you figure, like, I didn't know there were fireworks in Quebec. So.
It was on the news this morning.
Okay.
But up in Nova Scotia, they've been having wildfires, and we've been having upper atmospheric haze from that. But it wasn't this.
Jeez, Pete.
This is like fog, heavy fog. It wasn't quite to the ground level where you couldn't see to drive, but just a couple 100 feet off the ground. Bad.
I'm delivered.
The worst air quality readings I've ever seen here.
So I'm going to stop this truck and we're going to park it here. I'm going to see. I know that gas truck is pretty close for fuel. We're there. Where's our tunnels? There's one there and one there. Actually, I think we're closer to this tunnel.
The gas truck is closer to the tunnel that you're far away from.
Okay. That's what I was wondering.
There's I don't know how far you traveled, but there's a scout fuel trailer over on that side of the map near where you were.
Oh, I see it. Okay, I'll go fill up from there.
Oh, here's the spot where I have to try not to.
I'm not like super bad. I used a half a tank.
So did I, but I went all the way across the other map and back.
Yeah, and you get what you running the Voron?
Yes.
So I'm seeing on I was watching on YouTube today, and somebody had like all the trucks from Spin Tires in this game. How did they do that? Are they mods now?
didn't get to experience spin tires. I can't buy it now, so
I want all my Russian trucks. Like, those are the cool Russian trucks. It's got the ZIL and the Maz and the Ural, like the vintage ones. We have the modern ones in this game, but this truck is one of those the vintage trucks. But anyway, I thought maybe they must have put mods out. It's gonna be to the right.
yeah. A lot of the trucks they've been adding to the game are already in the game as mods.
Right.
Like the one they had on this map, the Dairy Special.
Oh, right. It was already in. That was already a mod.
A year ago, it was a mod
Oh.
of the pet 8x8, and it was significantly better than the one the game they put in.
Yeah, that's my problem with the mod trucks is they are usually just a hair overpowered.
Tired, but will do everything amazing.
Right. They stick to a mountainside. You can drive up a 90-degree angle.
It starts off fun, and then it's just like, really, this is a bit much.
Stop it. What do you want? Dinner. Okay, well, I'm gonna fix my truck, right? Oh, wait a minute. Did I use? No, I didn't use my fuel. Okay. Okay, now let's fill this back up.
It's kind of
Yeah.
the same way with Farm Sim.
What's that?
They just get ridiculous with some of the stuff. Like, I liked in 19 the Bucks County map.
Yeah.
Well, and
Shoot.
if you have the willpower to not use this stuff, but silos that hold millions upon millions of liters of product,
Right.
trucks, a semi truck that'll haul millions of liters.
Yeah, I don't. That's yeah. No. I hate that stuff. Oh, now I got to see what the puppy's doing. All right, I'm going to get back here, and then I'll be back, folks. I need to feed these dogs because they're getting rambunctious. And it sounds like they're getting the puppy in trouble, so I will be back momentarily. See you in a second. Well, my thought is that while you're working on 3, I'll start 4. And this one looks pretty easy, actually. It needs 1 consumable and 2 metal rolls. Well, I can get the metal rolls right here from the other warehouses.
Yep.
And so I'm going to go grab those, and then are there consumables at the railway station? Consumables, no. Well, what is this? Metal roll? Oh, this has metal rolls. I wonder if there's unlimited supply.
I think I rolled into the... Oh, I didn't see if there were any. I think I picked up the beams at the same place you picked up your roll.
Yes, yeah, you should have been able to, yeah.
And it said metal rolls, but I didn't look to see if there were actually any there.
Okay.
But on the map, it only said there was a steel beam, so it probably isn't. I have to go to different ones.
Well, I'm going to get metal rolls from... I'll probably just take them from the burned warehouses. Though, maybe let me see if I can get them... I don't know. I don't know what the best thing to do is. If the railway station's got them, maybe I'll just leave them there. I'm going to take the Gator into Gator Town. Or the Mastodon, I mean. I don't know why they didn't call it some kind of a lizard, because it looks much more reptilian than it does look like a Mastodon. This thing doesn't look anything like an elephant. It looks like a big crocodile. Which I think they... No, this wasn't... The gas was the crocodile. Crocodile. And now... that little truck is the crocodile. This truck just loves this climate. Oh, dang it. Except for the sticks that keep sticking on it and breaking it. In fact, Spin Tires had a burnt forest map, now that I think about it. And that's where you found some of these trucks. Like this truck in particular. What's the matter, James?
Oh, I just plotted my route, so I don't stop, keep going to the map every 5 seconds.
Right. There's one there, and there's one there. Cool. And we get our first metal roll. No, I don't want the beams. No. Oh, fudge. Do you have a crane?
Not on this truck, but I can put one on one of my other trucks and come get it.
No, that seems like way too much effort. Dang it, I can't believe I did that. Oh, well, I guess I can take these over to the... Where can I put them? Maybe the... Can you take stuff out and put it in, like, warehouses?
I have no idea. I don't think so. The only place I've seen
It's like a building place.
that option is the factory. Up
The
there,
factory, yeah.
Built the cabin.
Listen, I fed you guys. If you missed out because you were up here, that's not my fault. What are you doing, Perps? Hang on a second, folks. All right. I can't believe I pulled those beams out. Dang it, I just wanted to look at them. I didn't mean to grab them. Do you have any idea what a pain in the butt that is?
Yep.
Because now I'm going to have to drag them around with me everywhere. Shoot. Oh, well. I'll have to make 3 trips now for the stuff I need. I wonder where we're gonna get consumables from.
You should get them from a farm. Can't get them from the railway station?
No. So we probably have to find a friendly farmer that will have them.
I don't recall seeing any burned out farms. Or any farms.
Hang on a second, folks. Okay.
If I remember correctly, doesn't the warehouse have, or the railway station have a real large amount of products in it? But you can't see them all on the map because you can't scroll down the list.
Possibly.
And it doesn't show you on the map with that, when you have that mission activated.
I don't have anything well, it has metal rolls. So it's hard for me to tell if there's other stuff in there that we need. Water boom force coming up here on the left. I'm trying to get rid of the one thing I have. I'll pop over there and see if it's got consumables. I wish. Where are you right now? You bringing the crane, but you're bringing the cabin back?
Yep, still working.
Okay. Well, we'll be fine then. What I'll do is once you deliver that cabin, I'll have you go after consumables and I'll bring the other roll over. I'll just have to do them one at a time. No, it's not yet. There's the boom. Oh, my truck really wanted to tip over there.
Really don't want that to happen.
No. It would get the beams out of the back, at least, but I really would have to have a crane truck at that point.
You could delete them if that's what you do.
I don't want to delete any of stuff like that because I feel like then we won't be able to get it back. Sometimes they, some of these maps with their limited resources. I don't know if that's where we're at on this one or not, but it seems like we have some limited resources, so you gotta watch. Restoring the water tower. Wait a minute. Restoring the water tower. Wait, what? There's two restoring the water towers?
I'm working on water boom.
Okay.
Not sure which one you're on.
Water boom. What? Oh, I'm so confused. Well, what was I doing? Restoring water tower 4. Oh, son of a biscuit. I thought I was doing this one, and I wasn't. I was doing the... So what should I do with all this then? Should I just cry and go home? Seems like I've wasted a lot of time and resources. Shiz.
You walk back to the garage, you'll lose the cargo on your truck, right?
I don't know. That's a good question. But I'm not going to do that. What I was going to do is now I'm just going to take this over. Might as well deliver it to the right place. I mean, then later we'll be like, how did we get that started? So where the heck am I? So I gotta go back this way. Okay. Lame.
I am approaching the drop zone.
Do it.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Do it. Bring us money, Javius.
Doing it.
And so we finish another mission. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. Be sure to subscribe, and we will see you in the next awful, hopefully finishing up this stuff, mission. And we'll get the right boom next time. I'm such an idiot. All right, guys. See you next time. Have a good night. You want to say good night, Javius?
Good night, Javis.
Smart Alec.